The audit has flagged out various issues. Those you are saying are preliminary issues before you issue out a loan. And we're just confirming that these forms were available. The loan application forms, the procedural one, committee minutes, and the loan disbursement schedule. They were provided. And these appendices actually indicate that indeed everybody who applies for this form must fill these forms that are there. You look at the first paragraph of the query, that's what we are responding to. That's why I was requesting when it comes to securities, we look at a separate issue because it's a separate audit query under query number 6, specifically for securitization.
Chair. I don't know whether Senator Shimera, is your fund administrator present before this committee? The fund administrator. The lady is the CS. Is the fund administrator here?
Is here?
Oh, he's here. Yes. Because Governor, sometimes these are things that really happen and you don't even know unless they really brief you on everything, and it's actually an administrative issue. Can the fund manager confirm that number 1, loans were disbursed without security, and number 2, if that is a policy within the fund, or it was an oversight on your part, and what are you doing to rectify the same?
Or a deliberate omission.
Because, Governor, you will realize these people who are applying for these loans, today they are public servants, tomorrow you decide to fire them, they are gone. I hate to say it because I'm in court literally in some county chasing for these funds. Somebody was a chief officer in some county, took a mortgage, and there was no security. Now he's been fired. We have to recover that money. And the court is telling me, but you didn't secure these funds. So anything can happen, Governor, and we don't want to be in that particular position as well. So the fund manager, can you confirm whether it's a policy on your part that you can quickly disburse funds and loans to your seniors, if it's the DG involved, if it's the governor himself, or CECs, or it was just an oversight on a part, or it was deliberate? And what are you doing to rectify this position before we even address the issue of unsecured loans?
You know, I come from a finance background, and I like simplifying things. Senator Chimera is asking a very simple question. Is the 30,730,000 secure?
Yeah.
That's the question.
No, it's not secure.
It's not secure.
In terms of collateral, it's not secure.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then the question is, these 6 individuals who took the 30 million, Governor, they didn't give any collateral. So the question is, why were they given the loans? And now I'm going back to Senator Tobiko's question, and I don't want you to avoid it. Tobiko is asking, why were they given the 30 million without the collateral? So it's either you answer that, or you tell your administrator to tell us why did they give that money. Because it requires, it's a procedural question. That's what they're saying here. You must be able to give the loan when you have got all the forms signed, all securities secured, okay, and all approval minutes given. You have given that there were approval minutes, there were forms signed, and all that. But why was this loan given without the securities? You can take us a case-to-case basis on the case of Irina War, Jane Wachwenge, Emmanuel Wafula, or you can tell us if it's a whole case of all of them. Why were they given the loans without the securities? Because the loans are not secure. The 30 million is not secure. It could, the Tanzania County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage might actually lose these funds.
There was an agreement between the county government and the bank. Just turn to page 14, whereby we had a loan protection application form. And if you go down on the same form, it's reading that I do hereby sign and authorize the insurance company to pay benefits under the policy in the event of a claim to SBM Bank. So this was there was an agreement whereby the bank said to take an insurance policy for the loanees. But at the same time, the CC Finance has written to the members to surrender their logbooks and the title of the same. That's on page 32.
When were the loans issued?
Some time back, but, pick for the case of Jane Masika. She took a loan somewhere 2023 as per the loan protection.
I want you, when I ask when, you just give me the date, not a year. 2023 is such a long month, long year. Was it January? Was it February? Was it May?
It was May 15, 2023.
And then take us back to the loan that you are referring to from the bank.
This is the loan protection application form was that, as I said, was agreement between the bank and the county government and the fund officials.
Mr. Chairman, maybe let me come in.
Before Governor, you were in fund administrator. Have you read this form end to end?
Yeah.
Completely, like end to end, from page 1 to the last page.
I've gone through it, and that was the agreement between the officials and the bank.
What's the agreement before the officials and the bank? Is it the same form? Is it the same form on collateral? Is there a clause on collateral?
This was just like a collateral, whereby it was in the exchange of.
There's a clause on collateral. Are you seeing it somewhere?
Yes.
The next page. It appears after what you've read, declaration of the applicant, what you've read to us, there's another page that has clause 4, 5, 6, up to 7, isn't it? I will refer you to page 16 of your bundles, or rather your annexures. Page 16. Are you there with me?
Yes, I'm there.
On the top of it, there's a clause 6. You've seen it? At the top, Kabisa.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Can you read it out for the committee?
Collateral, that is, the security for this facility shall be jointly managed by Trans Nzoia County and the borrower.
Is that happening? Insofar as these loans are concerned? This is your own form. It is not ours. It is not Natembeya's form. Is that happening within the fund? Because I foresee you being where I am currently, on behalf of my clients. And I hate to discuss my personal legal matters, but it's an experience I probably have to share with you. But anyway, Chair, not to belabor much on this point, it is clear the loans are not secure, and there's a competent county attorney to whom I have much respect for. He can regularize this by quickly just charging these properties, either a logbook or the house they've built on. So it's as simple as that. That's what we want you to do. Okay?
Maybe while on that, this letter of yours dated 7th January 2025 clearly states that the document should be received on or before 31st March 2025. So you should be telling us, because these people are working with you, by March, how many had of pride with this? Because your letter was very clear on the date.
Honorable Chair,
Governor, please respond to those.
Mr. Chairman, the true position is this, that these loans are not secured. That is the true position. And the reason is that the officers who are responsible acted carelessly. And I said I had fired 4 officers. One of them has on one of those forms. He was responsible for finance because of gross incompetence. Number 2, the bank also acted carelessly. It's a matter of routine for a bank to look for collateral. That's not how they lend. That's how they lend even for their own monies. But this is a bank that used our own money, that is 111 million, as security for their own loans. So in other words, our money is there, but they seem to be lending us their money. We are giving them 3% of our funds to ensure that they run this fund professionally. So actually, when this matter came to my attention, I've taken mortgages before, and actually surrender that title. It will be discharged the moment you pay. I've taken civil servants loan, and I know it's that when I was told that nobody has actually deposited any logbook or a title deed, I was shocked. But the bank was operating from a comfortable position that they already have our money that they're using as it. They lose nothing. Even this idea of insurance, when you ask them, which is the insurance company for this loan? And how much are we paying as premium, as loanees? There is nothing. So we are trying to regularize that. That officer is gone. Now we are going to have a very serious sitting with the bank and ask very, very difficult questions. And they cannot really pass the back to us because they were supposed to do this professionally. That's why we appointed a bank to disburse these funds. But in the meantime, we have also written to all beneficiaries of this facility to provide collateral by the end of this month, 31st. Yeah, from next month, if they've not provided, they'll start getting silver salaries, and we are going even to cite them for pecuniary embarrassment, because they're also not supposed to be done.
So, Governor, what is the repayment ratio?
Currently?
Yes.
But the repayment is being done well because it really is through check-off system.
Okay.
So at the end of every month, we deduct the money.
So they are still your employees?
All of them. All of them are employees, of course, other than those 4 that we've sacked. Yeah? And some of them have taken.
Some of them are also the loanees here?
They are also loanees.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
one good thing that some of them are still, of course, some of them are seconded. They just came as since they've gone back to their respective jobs.
But how will you secure those?
That gratuity, if it doesn't match that, we'll see how we're going to get the difference. But of course, before we pay them gratuity, we'll recover. But Mr. Chairman, a serious omission was done. That one we must.
So are you still working with the same bank, or have you reprimanded the bank?
That's what I'm saying now. We are having a very serious conversation with them. Actually, some of the beneficiaries are being charged more than the 3%. They're not just aware. When you check, they're being charged more than 10%. They're not just aware, but actually we are dealing with the bank, which basically I think is just unscrupulous.
I think for the purpose of making progress, let's say, can these loans be secured in the next 30 days? And then you provide the auditors with the same?
Yeah, we are striving for that.
Yeah, and then in terms of just your executive role as a governor, then see how you can be able to either read a route up to the same bank or look for another service provider. Because you cannot put the county resources at risk with the same bank that already holds over 100 million of your cash.
Not 11 million.
Yeah.
That's well.
Chair, if we are to go through the standard secularization process, we would rather give them 60 days. 30 days might be not too comfortable for them. They'll be back here and telling us they didn't do anything.
No, I don't think so. My
Chair, we are the ones on practice, we know. 60 days here. Charging takes quite some time. The accountant will tell you that.
That one I get, but I'm talking about getting these securities on file. That should not go to 60 days.
Chair, you know, having a security on file is not security. You must charge it. So we can't give the direction that is, lopsided. So with a lot of humility, Chair.
That's fair enough. Let's do 60 days.